Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And as you can hear, I have a brand new sound pack that I'm trying out today. It is the RRF sound pack. So let's listen, and we'll find out if we like what we hear. Once again in the land of Rocky Boy, I am Comrade Garry. And so far I like what I hear, yes, it is very pleasant. Okay, do I have my keyboard doesn't tell me if my numlock is on, so I'll just have to find out when I get in the game. Alright, it's been a little bit, but I remember that I made myself a home wrecker so I could just bash things really hard. I've got a Glock with some extra ammo, and I just learned a lot of things. So yeah, my situation was awesome. My situation was really awesome. Okay, well, the music is already quite loud and intense. Alright, is he gonna back off now? That's a bit better. Okay, did I make the survival flashlights? Survivor flashlights? Not yet. What have I made? I thought I made some interesting stuff last time, didn't I? Oh no, Survivor head torch. I have it on my person. Okay, good. Yes. I gave myself a brand new Survivor head torch. Somebody asked me why I didn't make night vision. There was night vision? If there was night vision I could make, then maybe I should have made the night vision instead. I'm not sure I like this. This is kind of loud. Excuse me, I might have to turn the volume down slightly. Music volume. Can we adjust that to maybe 80%? Save changes. Do I have to back out of the game for that to take effect? Probably. Or maybe it's a bit more silent. I'm not sure. But that was a bit loud, I must admit. It's like screeching in my head. like fingernails. Ooh, I don't know, it's just a bit too much. Bit too much, if you ask me. Alright. So, one of the things I was really interested in doing is using the beast serum. And since my life has gone so very well, I'm thinking about using the beast serum. I'm gonna inject the beast serum. Is this wrong? No one actually gave me advice on whether or not I should use it. My life's going pretty well, but I think okay, we're doing it. Your strong scent mutation turns into Smelly. You gain mutation called junk food intolerance. Okay, so you're saying that was terrible. The beast serum just made my life worse. Smelly. You smell awful. Monsters will track that scent and find you very easily. Humans will react poorly. And junk food intolerance. I can no longer eat. Oh, fudge. I just made my character worse in every way. Okay then, well, my situation was really good, so why not just ruin it with beast serum? Frickin' hell. Next time I think I might try robust genetics so I can play with my genetics more and just have fun. Maybe becoming awesome or just screwing things up by doing things like that in the future. That sounds fun. I'm gonna try that next time, yeah. But that's next time. So anyways. Oh, beast serum. I probably should have avoided that. What is this? My roll mat here. Got a ton of batteries. That's still sounding a bit loud. We're gonna save and quit, and I'm gonna be right back. Because I think that the effects don't take effect until I restart, so we'll be back. So we're back once again. Hopefully the music volume should be down about 20%. And I think that should be about good enough. It was kind of loud, but not too loud. Kind of just weird music now. My mood is very bad. I have a very bad feeling. Yeah, it does feel bad when you've been mutated in a bad way. I feel bad. I feel bad too. We both feel bad. That's a shame. Okay, well anyways, my character is going quite well. But where were my guns? have this M911. Well, in any case, my character is feeling good in most ways. Just put on the light. And I think I left most of that stuff upstairs. I left myself various agricultural gear down here. But yeah, most of my guns and weaponry are still upstairs. Anti-glare compensators, so I could try to do surgery on myself and screw myself up even more. But I don't have the knowledge to do that. Oh dear. Oh man. Now that I have junk food intolerance, about half of all my food that I own is bad for me. Oh, damn. Oh, fudge. Oh, damn you, Beast Serum. Just cranking up the difficulty level on me, would you? Did you have to do that? Did you have to go and take... Well, you know what? I guess I might as well take these science ID cards and let's... You know what? Let's find more. Let's find more of that. I demand more Beast Serum. Either I'm gonna fix this or make it worse. God damn it. God damn it. You have to be kidding me. Should I take a baseball bat with me? I'm gonna need my gun and some ammo. We're gonna do some shooting. So we got 45 ACP rounds. I had a 45, right? No, I'm forgetting. You're a 45. So yeah, I'm gonna take you. Okay, so inventory space. Got the survival knife, we got the combat knife, I've got a smoke bomb. You know, I'm gonna leave behind the taser. Well, it's not that heavy. We need to get rid of something. Not this. Don't need that. Don't need the syringe. Don't need the gold watch. Why am I wearing that? Why am I holding that? I don't know why I'm holding the gold watch. So I've got the wristwatch and the game watch, right? Yeah, I've got a game watch. I used to be wearing that other watch, okay. I don't need a glass flask. Don't need these wires in the spring. Got a bunch of cocaine I could use. That's right, I was addicted to cocaine, or I was planning to be addicted to cocaine. I've got the teleporter. Don't need the pliers for now. 3 improved improvised lockpicks. Bunch of cash cards I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna keep only the best one. Don't need the basic repair kit. Leave that down here. Okay, that lightened my load significantly. Now I can take the gun. And let's see, how's my warmth doing? It is once again summer day 9. My head and feet are hot, but I'm willing to accept that. Let's snack on something while we're down here. Or there was some perishables in my inventory back up there. Caffeine pills, yada yada. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take this 45. I'm gonna use it. I don't know where. I think I had some other weapons, some other guns. I don't know where I put those. But let's say I wield this and store the home wrecker. I can reload it. I reloaded it. It does have a magazine. A magazine. I stuttered a little bit, and so then I amplified it intentionally. Magazine. I'm Porky Pig. Did you also develop stuttering from the Beast Serum? Might as well. God damn it. Goddamn Beast Serum. God damn it. Why didn't anyone tell me not to inject that? Nobody said don't inject yourself with Beast Serum. Nobody said to inject yourself with Beast Serum. So with no votes, I just went with inject yourself with Beast Serum, Tiegon. And now you look what happened. Now Comrade Garry is all smelly. It's a stink. Didn't you read it was stink serum? That's stink juice. You injected yourself with stink juice, Tiegon. What did you expect was gonna happen? You're gonna turn into a... You weren't gonna turn into a stink monster? No, of course you're gonna turn into a smelly stink monster. I'm a smelly stink monster. Hello, I am Comrade Garry. I smell very poorly. And it is not... And not only that, but my nose works not well. Okay. At least I'm able to laugh at the damn situation. God damn it. Right, I wanted to get into the gun shop. I wanted to get into the gun shop. I wanted to have a ton of guns. That's why I spent most of my last session learning mechanics. I've got 2 mechanics skill. I might be able to get into the gun store, and that would improve my chances of surviving significantly when I break into multiple labs and inject myself with more serum, hoping to right the wrongs that have been done to my body. probably making things worse. But I want... Now that I've futzed with my genetics, we might as well just... Right, the riot control bot. I am tired of dealing with you, riot control bot. If I see you again, I'm gonna just I'm gonna... you know what? I'm gonna pop a cap in your trap. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if you do your nonsense that has to do with, I don't know, this could be bad, but you know what? I don't feel like taking any crap right now anymore. Alright, so steady, till I feel nice and steady, and then we just firing was F, yeah. Fire! That was way off. Hold your positions, citizen. Ooh, he's shooting stuff at me. He's gonna try to hit me with the riot suppression electricity. I am not hitting properly. That's no good. You know what I should use on him? I think I should use a grenade. I think he is, you know, I think you're grenade worthy. I think you are grenade worthy. Okay, so I turn it on, and then I throw it. So, it's like I threw it after... Okay, alright. Gotta be very careful about using that sort of thing. Let's run around the corner. Okay. Step 1, pull pin. Dink! Okay, it would be really awkward if he tased me as I was about to throw the grenade. Oh, crap. Okay, so step 2, grenade active, 4 turns. So in 4 turns, he'll go 4 spaces, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Run. Did I hear? Was that a bang? No, that's just more gas. Did it bang? Was that the bang of the boom? There we go. Okay. A riot control bot collapses. That was a cool. I have to say, this music isn't so bad, and that explosion sound was pretty cool. We got it? We got it. Okay. Grenade properly used. Broken riot control bot. I'm not going to bother disassembling that just yet. Reload. Oh, right. I just had my other Glock ammunition in a magazine, so really I should use my, my M1911 again. Am I still running? Nope, I'm walking. Okay, cool. Alright, grenade used. Now I only have a smoke bomb and a taser, but yeah, I didn't want to be tased. I don't know how being tased works, and you know, I'm okay with not finding out just yet. I don't know how long it takes for you to recover or how much it disables you. And I'm gonna home wreck this jerk. I'm gonna home wreck this bitch. Wherever you are, Mr. Grabby. Mr. Grabby Hands. If you want to get grabby, that's fine. Alright, and I'm trying to go down to the lab, because I've got everything else I want, really, for a considerable amount of time. Alright, I was tempted to go to the gun store, but actually, honestly, I've got enough bullets for now. I mean, well, yeah, I could have a better gun, or I could have more ammo, but I think this will be okay. I want to go to the lab. I want to investigate the lab, and hopefully I have the resources to deal with things. Maybe I'm being a bit aggressive here, but who cares? If I die, that just gives me an opportunity to be yet another character and lead a more interesting life. As somebody who has robust genetics and wants to modify them greatly. I now am just solely interested in body modification. I want to modify my body with robotics or genetics, kind of both. Yeah, and so my next character is going to have a little bit of that kind of skill where he can learn about that kind of stuff. Okay, but I'm a bit worried that my perception is awful, and I'm wearing sunglasses, so I could easily be dissected by a dissector thing. Bzz, automated dissector. Bzz, bzz. I've never been caught by one of those as well, and I'm not looking forward to it happening in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna eat a pickle. I'm gonna eat. He fortifies himself and his courage with a pickle and a sports drink. No, lemonade maybe? Some clean water. Okay, well, I'm pretty good for thirst. Do I have any of that stuff on my person? No. Okay, so I'm carrying no food or water supplies on my person, but I think I'll be okay. Turn on my survivor headlamp with extended capacity. I've been in this area before. There's a blob in there. Monsters can trigger traps. Do I still see where traps I have discovered previously are? not sure. Don't want to take my chances excessively, but I want to find more... Ooh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, there's a dissector there. I bet if I step into that, it's bad. Denatured alcohol. Alright, we're seeing stuff. Comrade Garry, Comrade Garry, Comrade Garry. Is that one of those bad feelings? Nope, that's not a bad feeling. I thought that might have been one of the bad feelings. Sometimes I worry when I'm using that, this view, that I'll accidentally, instead of using that exploratory view to look at something at distance, I might accidentally walk into it. So it's like, I want to look at that dissector, and I walk right into it. It's like, no, I just wanted to look at it. Interesting how the dissector was in the relatively same location on both sides. Okay, just going to be very careful before I take each step. Okay. Whew. Look, stop. Look, stop. I know I'm being extremely paranoid, but if being caught in a dissector is as bad as I think it is this worth it? What's back there? We know something's making noise back there. Okay, it's a zombie soldier. Okay. Well, zombie soldiers could potentially have grenades or something, so I'm just gonna shut the door again. Didn't see nothing. A zombie soldier. I have a homewrecker. How good am I with this thing? Homewrecker. 5 melee skill. 4 bashing skill. I'm pretty freaking good with it. I don't know. Zombie soldiers got military grade armor though, so should I just shoot him? Should I not bother? Yeah, I'm just gonna not bother for now. That's what I'm not gonna do. Your right hand will be frost nipped in a few hours. Well, I'll worry about that in a few hours then. Okay, that's the serum. Okay, no beast serum yet. I want more beast serum, I say. Some NATO tracer and incendiary rounds of guns that I do not possess. 4 guns I do not possess. I'll take them anyways. Hey, L39B. This is like a gun. This sweet. I wonder what a lab needs all these guns for. Actually, I don't need to know. Okay, I can't walk on that? I can't walk on that. Then I can't get back on the shelf. I can't get back up the stairs. This is a display rack. Okay, well that's better. I've got a home wrecker, so I can just... Okay, an L39B is a compact gun. It is a selective firing 9mm handgun introduced in 2039. Leadworks LLC 39B provides accurate sight, single-shot placement, as well as... So it uses 9mm rounds, you say? Once again, it's a 9mm. How does it compare to me Glock, I say? Okay, so the Glock 22, effective range 4. It doesn't say effective range. I think that's based on the bullets. Okay, so a lot of these stats are based on the bullets, but it does not actually provide any extra damage where the Glock 22 does. The dispersion is a higher number on my Glock 22. So this has less dispersion, provides accurate single-shot single-shot placements. Sight dispersion, 212. Or, yeah, 211. Approximate recoil, effective recoil. There's that scratchy, the weird metallic one. Reload time, 5 seconds. I like how the Glock does more damage per bullet. However, this one looks more accurate. But considering I don't have a lot of bullets, I mean, accuracy could help me score a headshot, but other than that, an H&K 4.6mm extended magazine. Kinda nice if I had that kind of gun, which I do not. So, 40mm flare and a laser sight. More NATO tracer. Well, you know what? I don't need to carry around this ammo just yet, but I'm going to put it all just at the exit here. Okay, 40mm frag grenade, 20 by 66mm, 50 caliber BMG ball, very powerful rifle, and 30-06. This is some 4.6. What kind of gun is this? The L12 Defender and the L237 or 2037 backup. L-2037 backup is another handgun. Is that different from the L-36? Yeah. And it does damage -4. So it doesn't do very good damage with its bullets. What kind of bullets? 223. Powerful 223 rounds. But suffers recoil. Okay, so yeah, it's using like a rifle as a it's a rifle pistol. So it doesn't use the rifle bullets nearly as well. And then this is a shotgun. Okay, the L12 Defender shotgun. LLC's sole shotgun, surprisingly compact. Seems quite nice, actually. Seems like a decent shotgun. I don't know if we have shotgun rounds, but I'll pick it up for now. But I won't pick up that... Oh, wait. 223. We didn't have 223 here, did we? Because we could use it, I guess, but... It might be a little bit inefficient. No, there's no 223 rounds around just yet. 8 by 40 millimeter caseless rounds. That sounds cool. 5.6 NATO rig tracer rounds. 8 by 40 HPV. Flechette shell. A flechette shell. Is that for like a shotgun? Shotgun flechette shells. Okay, so yeah, we can use a shotgun if we wish. Guess I might as well whip that baby out. Load it with some flechettes. You hear a child shrieking. Stop reloading. No. No, 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 no. Ignore further distractions. I mean, that's really, really creepy, but I guess this lab's been around for a long time, so I don't think... If that's a real child, I have plenty of time to save him. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. If something's got him, it's probably going to be too late. I want to get this sorted out. Okay, H&K UCP, 4.6, call me a monster if you will. 4.6 millimeter rounds. We didn't have any of that, right? There's a lot of ammunition types in here, but... The bandage. Might want to take the bandage. Yeah. No, 4.6 by 30. 4.6 by 30 or not by 30? We'll try it. And then over here we have another L12 Defender. A brass catcher. 9 by 19. A FN Scar H drum. More 8 by 40. Wait, no, I'm forgetting the... Yeah, this is a 4.6. That's what we were looking for before. And an L39B45. Well, this has been really cool. Getting a little bit confident walking around here. This uses 45 ammunition. Okay. After the success of the 9mm model, rechambered it in 45. Most intimidating handguns on the market. Just as a side-by-side comparison, we've got okay, yeah, more frostbite warnings. But when loaded with the same ammo, this has 12 rounds, damage 30. Damage 30. Aiming time 27 seconds. Maximum range 16. Maximum range 17. Effective range 5, so longer range. Dispersion. This has lower dispersion. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, actually, but I believe lower dispersion is better. It can do a burst. Its effective recoil is lower, which I believe is better. Sight dispersion is equal. Reload time is equal. It can do a burst. It seems like this is a better weapon than the classic M1911. Yeah, that would make sense. This is a modern handgun. This is a bit more of an old-fashioned handgun. So I will take it. And I will use it. Okay, so once again, this H&K UCP might be able to use the ammo up there. Now, what about modifications? Can we do, like... Can I attach gun mods? Detach gun mods. You have got gun mods? No. No, you don't. Yeah, doesn't appear to be modded. But, like, brass catcher. Attaches gun mod. Success chance always. Well, I've got 2 L12 defenders. Or no, that's, yeah, on the rack. You successfully attach a brass catcher to your L12 defender. Okay, I don't know exactly how that's an advantage exactly. Oh yeah, I picked up 2. Whoops. I'll set down this other one. Okay, so the brass catcher, a bag that hangs off the side of your gun and catches ejected casings, so you don't have to pick them up. I usually don't care about that sort of thing, but can I attach some other things? Because I was thinking I couldn't attach some other things, but maybe I can, and I should have been attaching other attachments. I don't know why I didn't think I could. Anyways, yeah, the rail laser sight. Attaches gun mod. Doesn't have a slot for this mod. Okay. Or I don't have the skill for it. So yeah, we need a rail. But apparently the other one doesn't require that. Okay, well we'll take the bandages. Okay, so I've sorted things out. Oh, what's this? Closed middle door. Alright. Did I set down my home wrecker? Nope, still have it. Okay. Gonna keep the shotgun on, because this is getting pretty serious. Logging into magazine entrance. Access denied. Bypass security? No thank you. Shutting down. Okay, so what was my computer skill at? I learned some more about computers. So I've got 1 computer skill. We're gonna not try to hack things when we're not experienced enough to do so, but it seems that my only way through is either to bash or to hack. So I'll be back. My hand will be frostbitten within the hour. I didn't expect it to be so cold in this lab. This is a cold lab. Okay, so should I take some of this extra ammo? Well, since I can carry it, I might as well just carry it back up a few floors. I'll leave the frags, but I get the feeling I might be able to use some of this other stuff. Also, I feel a little bit antsy carrying frags. Let's put it that way. Then again, I'll probably find more stuff to carry, so I want to set that right there, so we'll set it up here. Okay, done. My face feels numb. Oh, I took marijuana with me. Why'd I do that? I don't have a pipe or anything. I can just eat it, I guess. You need a smoking device to consume this. Well, okay, I might leave that somewhere. Maybe I'll warm myself up with a cigarette. Okay, well, actually I'm ready to fight the zombie soldier. Confidence, steadiness, steady, fire. 61 damage. Yeah, that'll work. Steady. Maybe back up just a bit. Steady, steady. Fire. Okay. He had a grenade. Yeah, I'm glad I shot him, because if he activated that, things would have gotten real awkward real fast. Now, that is not an active grenade. I want to make fully certain before it was yellow, it had a thing that indicated a number, so he didn't pull the pin on that or nothing. Alright, we're good. I probably look pretty cool doing that. Smoking a cigarette and shooting at a zombie at the same time. It's like a movie. Logging into barracks entrance. Bypass security? I will pass for now. Giant ant corpse. Oh, apparently the giant ants got in here. They have a way of burrowing places, so doesn't particularly surprise me. Okay, well, anyways. I enjoyed the pickle and the cigarette, but I am cold. Chemical reference. Classified. Did I read that before? This somewhat technical binder has several intimidating security warnings on it. Can bring your cooking skill to level 8. Requires cooking level 5. Teaches you fungicide, sprayable toxic gas, royal jelly, blah blah, ANFO, RDX, HMTD, rocket fuel, rocket candy, heroin, diazepam, thorazine, pink tablet, mutagenic serum. Ooh, make your own. Okay then. Who needs beast serum when you can make your own in a lab? Okay then. I think, Eureka, we found the answer. Okay then, we have no reason to continue to be here, yeah. We can just go and invent our own mutagenic serum and then inject ourselves until we are silly in the gills. Which we might end up with because we have injected ourselves with mutagenic serum. Alright, well now I have a clear goal, and that is to learn to cook mutagenic serum and then make it until and inject myself silly. Alright. I neglected that before, but I'm not neglecting now. So my cooking skill currently is 1, but we're gonna change that. So I now have a clear goal, and I can't wait to achieve it. Ooh boy. Okay. Ooh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's always fun to have a new purpose in life. Alright, so I do have safe mode on, right? Yes, safe mode is on. I am feeling very safe. And very thirsty. I will have to drink coconut milk. And leave my cart here. And oh, I'm still thirsty? Okay, well, we'll take care of this in a second. I guess I'm gonna look for another cookbook, I guess. I was hoping I could make beet serum, but I can't at the moment. Oh well, it's 5 p.m. My character's feeling a little bit unhappy, but we'll change that very shortly. Oh, this is the noise I don't like as much. E-cigarettes, joints. Okay, and off we go. Alright, so where would I find more books if I wanted more books? Just in various houses? Or maybe I can find more bee serum if I find another lab. I do find very high-end books there. There's that double-barrel shotgun. Or I could search the gun store. Let's search the gun store. Let's see if I can get into the gun store. And if I can't do that, then we'll just do something else. We'll find something interesting to do. Okay, hey there, Decayed One. I've got a home record for you. I faint. There we go. It's like, alright, enough feints and let's actually hit. So, what is the homewrecker's skill? Technique, block. I like the weapons with block, so yes. Once again, I like the homewrecker. Butcher that. Maybe the homewrecker could actually like break open the place too. It's possible. It is pretty powerful. Okay, so let's try. Really eat that orange soda? No, I don't want to. What? I'm use item. I was pressing A, and then I pressed one of the number pad buttons, and yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that cola. But anyways, improvised lockpick. Stumped. M. Stump. M. Stump. You damage your tool. You damage your tool. You damage your tool. You snap your tool off in the lock. Ah, I'm half a man. You damage your tool. You damage your tool. You damage your tool. You damage your tool. You broke your tool. Alright, fine. We'll see who's the tough one now. Homewrecker. Okay, fine. Well, maybe the window. Maybe I can crack open the window. I mean, it only has bars. It's not as tough as the door. I mean, the glass will shatter, the alarm will go off, but maybe okay, that's fine. Clang, clang, clang goes the window. Homewrecker's damaged by the force. Oh, the iBot. The iBot's looking at me. An iBot. I don't like when the iBots look at me funny. Stop it. Well, I damaged my homewrecker, but I couldn't get into the gun shop. An iDrop, or an iBot swoops down nearby. Nearby? It suddenly just swooped in out of nowhere. Okay then, just fine, just spawn in because probably because I set off an alarm. Well, you know what? We're doing this. We're doing this. That's it. I'm not gonna have you looking at me with your looky-loos. Take that, you. Ha! It's a broken iBot. Not gonna call for any reinforcements. Okay, so what does it take to make myself another homewrecker? Because this one's all messed up. I know it wasn't too bad. Homewrecker. 8 long string, 4 chunks of steel, heavy stick. Let's do that. But no string here. That was a broken robot over there. Now, if I took apart this broken robots, I would get solar cells, electric motor, empty canister, scraps, chunks of steel. Okay, yeah, just pretty much basic stuff. What's in this? This is an RV, so it actually has like a kitchen, doesn't it? Like a house. Nothing in here. But, I mean, it's in working condition, I guess. It's got no fuel. Okay, well, just checking. I like to check vehicles out to see if they work. Like this one, atomic sports car, doesn't have wheels. That's a shame, because it does have fuel. It'd be kind of fun to have an atomic sports car. Anyways, my home wrecker is only partially damaged, so we don't have to worry too much till we... Or, I can kind of wait until I make a new one, but... I'm going to go ahead and use it up. Sewing kit. So, long string. Heavy stick. Well, the heavy stick can wait. But 8 long strings. And then the steel. Long string. Cigarettes. I guess I'll take that. And the matches. In fact, why not make my character happy by activating more cigarettes? I know it's a terrible habit, but... If the cigarettes kill me, then that will be a surprise, now won't it? Wouldn't it be surprising if that's what kills me? You use too many cigarettes. Now you got cancer. The 4 Vedas. Fingerless gloves that fits. Is that what I was wearing? If not, why not? I'll take them. And let me see. Hands. Because I remember fingerless gloves are actually nice. No, hands. No, I'm not wearing them. Fingerless gloves that fit. Okay, so the fingerless gloves, yeah, no encumbrance, but they protect you. So, yes. My hands are not encumbered in any way, but they're warmer. Nice. Fingerless gloves. I could have made these earlier, really. Fingerless gloves. They are on my hands now. Left arm, right arm, left hand, right hand. And the wristwatch and the game watch provide a little bit of coverage and protection. Okay then. Did I go down here? This is a spider basement. Okay, a little bit hard to hit things with this weapon. But when you do, it works. Okay, well, I'm a bit thirsty. And the food I have on me is terrible. Why am I holding these? I mean, I suppose I could drink them, but it would make my character feel awful, and I'm gonna skip that. I could have had a V8, but it would be a waste. Lemonade. Alright, let's go. Don't feel like exterminating a bunch of Black Widows just at the moment. An oxygen tank. Kinda fun. Multivitamin. I'm just gonna use the multivitamin. But I'm not gonna bring it with me because I've got more multivitamins. I don't feel like being weighed down. Just yet. Okay. Long string. Long string. So how many does that make? Does that make 8 long string? 6 long string. Getting close. And it's 8 long string weapon bashing. 8 long string, 4 chunk heavy stick. There we go. 8 long string. Just gonna drop my home wrecker. Heavy stick. 1. And then we'll need some metal chunks. So actually, we'll leave the heavy stick right here. wield the homewrecker. Oh, is this car in good condition? 10% battery, car, dented enough. This car is actually drivable, isn't it? Or does it? No. 60 liter, no fuel, no fuel. Okay. Is that the case? Yeah, no fuel. I thought it was an electric car, but this is smashy, smashy, smash, smash. Ooh, I'm very tired. Let's rest up a bit. There we go. That's certain to have done the job. Okay. Yes, I spotted a shady zombie. Wield stick. Take stick over here. Homewrecker. Oh, approaching. Stop crafting, yes. God dang it. Would you cut it out? I don't want to damage my stick. I'll just, yeah, we're just gonna fisticuff this. I'm doing brawling? Yeah, that's brawl. Okay, so I brawled. I just brawled with that zombie. Now, homewrecker. I have to drop it. Okay, brand new, mint condition homewrecker. I'm a bit hungry. You know, killing zombies can work up a bit of an appetite. That's why I eat peaches and syrup. Sounded like a commercial. Basically was. Hey, you don't leave it behind. That's why I eat peaches and syrup. Because I don't want to leave it behind. Okay. Consume. Consume. Alright. I'm smoking. My character is feeling quite happy. And I'm gonna find a new... Yeah, just new... I'm gonna explore new areas. Find a new lab. Find a new everything. I've got the resources. It's time for an adventure. Hello, Mr. Rattlesnake. If you weren't a rattler, I'd kill you. But you could poison me pretty bad. Going a little bit through the forest. Oh, it's not safe mode that's keeping me. Damn it, shopping cart. There we go. Taking a shopping cart through the forest. Annoying. Okay, it's getting too dark. I will light my headlamp. Did I get hit? I got hit, okay. Smash. Ow. Okay, people are getting through occasionally. Alright. I'm gonna butcher these fools so they don't get back up. And then I will reward myself after a job well done. My character's a bit thirsty. I will lemonade it up. Door is locked. If you only had a crowbar. I do. It's called a homewrecker. And it was definitely going to wreck a home. This homewrecker is made to do this sort of thing. This is exactly the type of homewrecking that a homewrecker was designed for. Alright. I need to sort things out a bit here. Just gonna drop my homewrecker for a second. And let's get all this junk food out. All this stuff I can no longer consume. I don't know if there's a faster way to do this because I can't select by category in here. Oh, it's a shame, all this. Wield, dispose, dispose. Oh. Can't you see I'm busy? Attacked? Oh no, I'm not actually physically being attacked by the zombie brute, but he's just about here. It's a brute. That is a brute. That is a big concern, the brutes. Let's get our homewrecker back. Okay. Yeah, safe mode on. Okay, just Don't hit my cart. Don't hit my cart. Good, he didn't hit my cart. As long as you don't mess with my cart, we're cool. Okay. Just gonna step outside real quick. And, well, I'd like to smash you with my smashy thing. You're a brute, and that could really hurt, so I'm just gonna shoot you with my shotgun. Oh, I didn't completely smash the door, or what? Okay, well, I'm just gonna get a little distance on you. Flechette shells. Why aren't you... Oh. The flechette shells aren't far enough range for that? Can I just steady until he gets here? Okay. Alright, fine. Steady. 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 Fire. 125 damage headshot. Okay, that's one way to take care of a brute quickly. Out of flechette shells. That's a shame. I thought I guess I did have extra, but I've been using them, so... Okay. Wait, drop. I have space. Okay, anyways, we got rid of a lot of the junk food. There's still some left, but... I'm in a little bit of pain, but I should be okay. Got a bunch of new zombies coming our way. And... let's see, where am I? That's where I am? I'm not out of town yet. I'm actually not too interested in killing these particular zombies. I want to get access... well, except for I could explore the other house and see if there's a, any reading material in there. I want to find a place where there's sure to be reading material. Oh, I'm not breaking a grab. I don't need to break a grab. I can just break your skull. How about that? Alright. Well, I'm going to stick around so I can clean up after I'm done here. Owie. Okay, butcher, 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 butcher. That way I won't have to deal with you zombies again. Especially the zombie brutes. Rottweiler, okay. I shouldn't have been butchering while the Rottweiler is coming. Okay, that's fine. I clobbered him. It's clobbering time. I clobbered. That's what you do. At a certain point, bashing... when you're bashing so hard, at a certain point, it ceases to be bashing and starts to become clobbering. We all know this to be the case. Inherently, we know this to be true. Sadly, chocolate drank is no longer my thing. I prefer the pickled herring. Alright, well... we cleaned up there. Winter boots. I'm fine with not having that. A waffle iron. It's a funny, comical thing to hit an opponent with, but... other than that, telescopic umbrella. Glamapolitan. Okay, no useful reading material, unlike what I was hoping would be the case. So off we go. What is this? There's some stuff I left here before. My headlamp's doing okay, as far as battery's concerned, but... well, I certainly could have stayed the night and gotten, and saved my batteries. Gotten a start in the morning. I guess presumably the night vision takes more batteries, but, well, I'm not sure about that. If not, the night vision is definitely the better option. Come on, guys, we're walking to the next town. Oop, that's a minefield. Did I mark that? Yeah, I marked that on the map. Alright, so I've been in here before. Did I go in the basement? A drama novel. Yeah, it seems like a fairly ambiguous basement. Just a bunch of various entertainment reads. Alright, well, let's take a nap in here for, I'd say, about 6 hours. Okay, I know it's not a very nice place to sleep, but... Okay, so maybe we won't sleep in the basement, because it's just awful down here. 20 marbles in a glass bowl. Kind of funny imagery. Yeah, sleep in the bed. It's okay. It'll be okay. Trust me. Probably. This is a comfortable place to sleep. Just until the morning. Just until the morning. Just until the morning. There we go. 6 a.m. Alright, now we can get up. Of course, we're not going to get up until much later. Alright, 9 a.m. That's not bad. I think that's a full day to work with. Won't have to use nearly as much of my batteries. Even though I'm sure I'll find more batteries. I'm fairly certain I'll find more batteries. I'm not 100% certain, so it's nice not to have to rely on that. I don't want to accidentally drink my disinfectant as if it were food or water. It is in there. Guess I'll drink a bit of Belgian ale. Make my character feel happy. And a morning cigarette. You know, the Belgian ale and the morning cigarette. That sort of thing. Alright, my character's still hungry, though. Radiated apple. And, some raw lasagna, because I don't feel like cooking. Alright, well, I didn't like the raw lasagna, but I didn't feel like cooking. Crawling zombie. Let's explore this town. We have a full day ahead of us. Still mildly hungry, though. Let's take care of that. Yeah, we'll just eat the cherry. Some irradiated cherry. I would hope it's multiple cherries, because this one cherry wouldn't really feed you very much. Now would it? Yeah, stop butchering. I said yes. Would you cut it out? I'm trying to kill your friend here. Okay. No more fat zombies. You know what? I don't care about as much about skeletons. I just was trying to get out of the way, but the skeleton's not too much of a concern. Guess I've killed these ones before. Oh, that's a feral runner. I do not like the runners as much. They concern me. I like the idea of a zombie that can just run forever is kind of freaky. It's just a freaky idea. It's like you'll be running, he'll be running, but eventually you'll get tired and he won't. It's just like, so basically with a running zombie, you're gonna have to deal with it at some point. You might be able to, you know, sprint and get away in the short run, but otherwise that's a huge problem. What type of zombie are you? That's a tough zombie. Okay. Yeah, tough zombies don't look very different from normal zombies anymore. And fat zombies are also bald, apparently. Because with this tile set, people's heads look bigger than their bodies, so you know, you gotta have a fat head. Yes, stop butchering. Another feral runner's coming. Are you guys coming, or did I just see you in the distance? Okay, well I just butchered a bunch of zombies either way. And I'm gonna re-bolster my happiness. My character's hungry again, so we'll do something about that. Pineapple! And, I guess we'll see what's over here. Probably a bunch of junk food, sadly. Pork sticks. The pork sticks junk food. Were pork sticks junk food? Pork sticks were junk food. Oh, but they're pork. How could that be junk food? That's all junk food. That's empty. Oh, it sucks so much. Damn you, beast. Damn you, beast serum. Why must you take junk food away from me? It was the only thing in life making me happy. Consistently. It was my one of my few consistent sources of joy. Hello, hazmat zombie. Don't remember you here. Butcher that. And I believe I killed a bunch of children here. Oh, chicken noodle soup. You don't say. Tramadol, painkiller, and opioid. That's a heavy-duty Tramadol, heavy-duty painkiller. I guess it wouldn't be bad to keep Tramadol on me, or in my cart. Tall tales, and in here, 13 cranberry juices. Okay, and yeah, it's a drinks machine with a lot of extra drinks. Nice. Oh, that's the liquid. Oh, oops. Can't take the liquid. Okay, so let's put some things in our carts. Like a bunch of cigarette butts and the soup. And I guess I'm gonna put my shotgun in the cart for a moment. And this... I'll put the following things in the cart for just a moment. How is its space doing? Its space is doing pretty well. Well, we got an opponent coming up, so I'm going to deal with him real quick before I do anything else. Oh, there's a lot of opponents. Well, that's an issue. Alright, well, who's coming over and who's not? You are. Okay, you're dispatched. Alright, well, I won't worry about the rest for now. I will take the lemonade. I will take the herbal tea. I will put this all in the carts as much as I can. Dude. Fine that monsters are spotted. As long as they're not attacking me actively. I guess, should I be holding on to the Tramadol? Yeah, I still think I should. And what else can we get here? Guess a crap load of chewing gum can't hurt, really. Mineral water. Yeah, well, plenty to drink. And I feel like liquid water is harder to come by than food, generally speaking. 24 bottles of clean water. It's a lot. Into the carts. It's full, so some is falling to the pavement. That's okay, we must save what we can. Although plastic bottles are a bit more resilient. Okay, time to get my old guns out of here. Once again, let's get all the junk food out of here. That'll make some space. A little bit confusing the way I'm doing this, I admit. Just wheel and drop, and wheel and drop, and wheel and drop, and wheel and drop. There may be a faster way of doing this, I understand. I'm just not properly aware of it. That. Slap these 8 cranberries in here. I'll pick up the guns. I will wield my L12 Defender once again. Take the cranberry juice and the home wrecker. And since the Yeah, since the juice will go bad, I will take as much juice as I can. Juice and juice. That was able to fit. Take this and this. I will wield the defender. And I have the homewrecker in my inventory. And I have a nearly full cart full of cranberry juices and a lot of other drinks. There's some extra drink on the ground. That sounds good. Let's go, finally. I've rated that machine quite well. What's this? A baseball cap. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go, for God's sakes. I did not come here for that. A bank. Sounds kind of interesting. And an arcade also sounds kind of fun. Not necessarily what I'm looking for. But it will be interesting. Okay, so there's no reason to use the defender on that girl. Of course, I can't fit the defender in my inventory. I guess the defender is bigger than the homewrecker. As long as the child didn't hit my carts. Take the defender. Okay, so anything unnecessary I'm holding? Not really? Okay, good. I feel a pang of guilt. I'm feeling a bit of a pang here. Pang of guilt for killing a child. But that pang of guilt quickly disappears when I light up my cigarettes and joint. Oh, hey, bro. I was feeling kind of guilty about something, but I don't know what. Something about a zombie child. It's far out, man. Okay, so... Anyways, I've blocked most of the damage with my homewrecker, and I've defeated a... firefighter. It looks like they defeated a iBot. This task is too simple to train your dodging beyond level 4. That's fine. I feel remorse. A pang of remorse and guilt. So I will butcher this child so I do not have to feel this again. I don't like feeling emotions. Let's have that stop. Let's put an end to that right away. Ah, another cart. Was that a cart I had before? Nope, that's not my cart. What's in the cart? Lamp oil. Okay. What's this? A sledgehammer. Okay. Sledgehammer. How does that compare to my homewrecker, I ask you? My homewrecker is 25 bash, 1 pierce. -3 to hits, 135. The sledgehammer is 40 bashing. That is considerable amount more bashing. 0 to hit bonus, moves per attack, 180. So, the homewrecker is faster, but the sledgehammer is actually better. Techniques, brutal strike and wide strike. So you can't block. You cannot block with the sledgehammer, but otherwise, the sledgehammer is better, I would say, than the homewrecker. I mean, the homewrecker is really more like a homemade sledgehammer, so I guess that makes sense. The resulting weapon is unwieldy and slow, but very heavy hitting. Yeah, I've been having fun with the heavy hitting part of it, but yeah, let's make an exchange. I will take the sledgehammer. I will wield the sledgehammer. Why did that explode? This homewrecker doesn't take nearly as much volume as the other thing. Something exploded? Just over there, something exploded? A little bit confused about that one. But it makes me want to be less near cars suddenly. Suddenly, next to cars is not where I want to be. Zombie brutes, zombie brute, zombie brute over there. Okay, there's a brute. Now, a zombie brute is not as bad as like a zombie Hulk. A zombie Hulk is what you really want to look out for, but still, not something I want to fight in melee. Yeah, I hit way more often with this sucker. Bam. Bam, you're dead. Oh, that's nice. Come and get it. Bam. Ow. I'm not blocking as much, though. Oh, that is fun. Feeling a little bit of pain, I'm going to aspirin the pain away. Take 4 aspirin and call me in the morning. Butcher everything. butcher it up. I'm feeling a little bit wet right now. You know what makes me feel less sad about being wet? Cigarettes, for some reason. Don't ask me why. Okay, that brute's in that direction. Take it nice and slow. You're dead. Clobber in time. You know what? Maybe I want to avoid the zombie brute. I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah. There's books in there. What kind of books? A map. Do I use the map? Let's use the map. A road map. Reading road map. This takes a little bit. Because it's generating. Oh crap, now we have to generate a bunch of the world. Thank you. Alright, so we've learned a lot more about the roads in this area. That's cool. Alright, this might help us find a new lab. It told us where a hospital is. It told us where a regional school is. I bet a regional school has a regional school worth of books. If you're looking to get schooled, that is the place to go. I wonder if it offers a cooking book that is good enough to help me learn how to cook myself some genetic abilities. One can only find out what a school contains by going there. So I guess... Don't mess with my shopping cart, you. I guess Comrade Garry is going to school to learn about genetics. But it's just a regional school, so I'm not sure if it'll have very good books. There's also another bank down there. I don't really know what is of value in a bank anymore in this day and age. The way things are now. Might as well peek in houses and see what there's available. Horror and thrill and adventure. Russian blue tablets. Who's out there? Boxer briefs that fit. What am I wearing? Am I wearing boxer briefs? No? I mean, like, should I be? Maybe not. Let's see, legs. Sheath. Cargo shorts. It's a little bit cold. I'm gonna put on new boxer briefs. I'm gonna put on some guy's boxer briefs. Is that wrong? Oh, I'll open the door. I'll open the door. Hello, I'm here. You don't need to keep knocking. My gloves. How to trap anything. Anything. We don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You can trap anything. Godzilla? You want to trap Godzilla? We can trap Godzilla for you. What you need is a really big net. A really big net, yeah. You can trap anything. Can bring your trapping to level 4. What's my trapping skill? Trapping skill? Is that like different from dodging skill? Can bring your trapping to level 4. I'm not. Oh, there's my trapping skill. It's level 1. Yeah. Cool. I can make a booby trap, a blade trap, a bear trap, and a landmine. I will take how to trap everything. Anything, I mean. How to trap everything. You can trap everything. Anything and everything, I say. And having more Prussian blue, I guess, doesn't hurt, I suppose. I'll slap that in here. Prussian blue. I'll put on my boxer briefs, and I will make sure that they're being worn on the inside of my clothing. And my legs don't seem to be suffering from much. My legs are suffering a 2. Penalty of 2. Penalty of 2. And that is coming from... completely from my cargo shorts, right? What does it say? Encumbrance 2. Yeah, no layering penalties whatsoever. Cool. So yeah, the boxer shorts fit. I'm going to wear them. Even though they belong to some dead guy who left a bit of a brown streak in them. Even though they've got a brown streak, if they fit, so I mean, what the hey, you know? That'd be pretty extreme. I mean, they fit. You didn't say they were clean. Who cares if they're clean or not? I mean, yeesh, it's breaking. I guess I'll take some seeds. They don't weigh much. I can make some oats and tomatoes. Someday. Oh, it's broken and empty. Smack. Oh, I knocked it back. Okay, we got a poppy explosion guy coming. An alarm is going off. Stop setting the alarm off. It's no good. We got a lot of guys coming. Knock that cop back. Knock that skeleton out. Don't necessarily feel like using bullets on that bloated dude. Tell you what, I'm gonna set my cart here. Oh boy, here he comes. How's my stamina? Hungry and thirsty. Why is my intellect down? Because I'm in pain? I'm in pain, okay. Aspirin. Oh, okay, aspirin takes a lot more time to consume. No. There's a smoker coming? Is that a smoker coming? That is a smoker zombie coming. Okay, to deal with a smoker zombie, there's only one proper solution, and we know what it is. First, let's run. Let's run so we get some distance, because I don't know how long it's going to take to do this. Okay, get around the corner. The correct response to a smoker is to smoke your own cigarettes. And then bask in the positive, friendly smoke that you make to defend yourself. Damn, I got a lung full of smoke anyways. But see, I'm creating my own smoke that's protecting me. Am I still safe? Yeah, I'm still safe. I did not breathe any of the smoker's smoke. You cough heavily. Okay, maybe I breathed a little bit, didn't I? I am coughing, aren't I? Smoke. You've inhaled a lungful of thick smoke. But I was able to protect myself from the lion's share of it, actually, so... Oh, there's a basement? I didn't know these places had basements. What's down here? We're in a cathedral basement. I bet some weird stuff goes on down here. If there's anything where there's going to be freaky monster nonsense, it's going to be in a church basement. Let me tell you. Some scary stuff down here. Alright, I'm very hungry and thirsty, so I'm going to consume this. I'm still coffee. Still all coffee right now, so I'm just gonna relax. Actually, walking into areas that you can't see would be the best idea. Let's just rest. Cough, 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 cough. Relaxing. And now I feel good again. Okay. Head torch. I'm gonna eat the meat soup. Eat the meat. Oh, I can't carry the rest? Okay, then. What am I loaded up with? The water and the tea. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring this back up to the surface. You. Hi. Somebody's mad. Dead. Down we go. Alright. Is that enough of that for now? Surface, flick off my light. Okay. I would like to get access to my cart again. Line. Excuse me. Anything interesting on your bodies? Not really. Except for boxer shorts that fit. Hey, hey. Nothing I like more than wearing people's boxer shorts. Canned salmon. Tea, clean water, buds, roach, seeds of various types, garbage, garbage. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, but I like everything I'm carrying. Okay, this way. And salmon, butcher. Sure. Because I don't like dealing with you. Good enough. I know I left one of them. What's in here? A rain hood. I'm not sure if I can wear that like my helmet at the same time. That's fine though. I like my army helmets. Yeah. Holy symbol. Sunglasses because religious types really like to wear sunglasses. Some more aspirin. Okay, well I'll just go ahead and pop some of that. Aspirin, aspirin, aspirin. Reading glasses. I'm currently wearing a pair of sunglasses, right? Just a typical pair. Sunglasses, yes. Or I can see that here. Eyes. Yeah, stylish. They're stylish. I'm wearing stylish sunglasses. Members of the clergy don't wear stylish sunglasses. Oh no. Not like me. I'm cool. Smash. Okay, that was just a box. We're just keeping a crate in here for no reason. A thawb. A what now? A loose-fitting robe with wide sleeves. A traditional Arab garment. Okay, cool. Well, apparently this church was very tolerant, most likely. Or an Arab came in here because he wanted to do something with religious types. The Christian variety, I don't know. Anyways, I got bit by a Rottweiler. That didn't feel good. I'm gonna butcher the Rottweiler. I do not like the name of that dog. I do not like being bitten by one of them, but doesn't it? This does not seem healthy. Railing, a light jacket, windbreaker. Now, there's a lot of basement accesses, so maybe the other church I was in before didn't have basements. Hello there. Nice to see you right next to me when I come downstairs. That's very rude of you. Lock it. This door is. Okay. Turn it on. Hello there. This is the area I've been to before. Fine. Fair enough. You can get through on this side. Purse. More aspirin. Might need that in a moment. Computer world! It's a whole world! A briefcase! Matchbook. I do not need the briefcase. Augmentative Tech Review 2041. Battery. There's more of that. Lighter. And how to succeed in business. I think I already have these things. So. Damn. Really hoping for a new cookbook that's actually useful. Smash! Smash, I say, with my sledgehammer. Sewing kits, vinegar, and that's it. Adventures, other stuff. A classroom. Bathrooms. Is this uncooked burrito? These makeshift beds. Saving game. This may take a while. Whoops. Oh. Did I do that? Okay. I guess the game decided to save. I wasn't sure. I thought I might have hit a button or something. Okay. I didn't do save and quit. Smash, smash, smash. And there's nothing in here but just desks and chairs. Okay. That's a weird cult indoctrination room, I guess. You can't stash open can while it's not empty. Spill it. Then pick up open can. Guess, can I eat it then? I'm gonna force myself to eat the meat. I ate till I vomited. Okay, well, that was kind of foolish. I barfed, and now I'm wet and unhappy. Okay, so I shouldn't have forced myself. What is that? A blank body? I think that's probably real. Okay, I hallucinated these things before, but I'm not hallucinating anymore. Okay, well that's kind of freaky. I don't know how powerful these things are. They don't look good, though. Is he angry at me? Ignore it. Okay. They're not angry at me? I'm just looking at a bunch of blank dudes. Hey, blank guy. Okay, I'm I'm feeling nauseous. I'm feeling nauseous. This is not a good time to be fighting, actually. Oh, and I don't like canned salmon? Okay, fine. Alright, I need to go rest then. I probably need to go rest. That would be the right thing to do. Nothing in here? Nothing in there. Okay, well I'm gonna reload my headlamp. It is. Reload. Click, click. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest in here. You retched, but your stomach is empty. You no longer feel nauseous. Okay, good. Okay, that's more like it. That was a bit foolish of me, I must admit. My cranberry juices are old. We must drink old cranberry juice. I knew this was going to happen, that's why I took them with me. But it's sad to see it happen. I'm hungry. Actually, I think I'll find something to eat out there. Okay. Alright, so how am I feeling? Feeling just fine. Click. Right there, my old friends. How you doing, guys? What happens if I bump you? Okay, well I swung at him. He didn't care, though. Huh. But if I start attacking them, a small relic. What's this small relic about? A small relic from a forgotten saint. And as extraordinary as the world has become, it may have some power yet. I took the small relic. They don't all seem to be getting angry at me like Indiana Jones or something. Okay. Can I activate the relic? Certainly if I was more religious, it'd be more powerful. Well, this small relic probably meant to someone at some point. Relic! Oh, I can wear it. You put on your small relic, okay. Does the relic have any sort of, small relic? 0 coverage from anything? It's fancy. Where am I wearing the relic? Out of curiosity. On, technically speaking, nowhere? Okay, so the relic is not actually like layer normal. Okay, so as long as the relic isn't giving me any layer penalties, I guess I'm gonna wear the relic. As long as it's not saying, oh, you now have an extra layer on your torso, so we're gonna give you a layer penalty and make you super duper fucking slow and kill you because of the relic. Well, I mean, you can kill me because of the relic, but not because I'm wearing it and it's slowing me down. Okay, well, I'm tempted to kill one of these guys, one of these blank bodies. Bam! Now what do you think of me? Still ignoring me? Ignore this. Okay, he's dead. I killed him. I just butcher your friends? That's human. That's a human. That's human flesh and human stomach and human sinew and human bone. It looks like a human, but it's just not human. Or is it human? I guess that was a person. Well, okay, then that was weird. That was weird. I guess if you want yourself a relic, you can just go to a church. Or go to a cathedral. I might try being a religious character next time to see if there's something interesting I can do in that vein. Alright, I'm gonna munch on a couple of crackers, think about what I just did, and get on with my life. Alright, so that was the cathedral. That was interesting. I'd like to go to the regional school. Because I'm no regional fool. At least not for much longer. I had a bad feeling. Well, yeah, I played with a relic and killed a blank human being. That did give me some heebie-jeebie weird feelings. What is that? Is that a wolf? That's a bobcat. Okay, bobcats look different than they used to. On this tile set. It just looks like a big white cat. Which, I mean, bobcats can be like a big cat. I'm just not used to them being completely white like that. You have a sudden urge to scream. You hear, "Ah!" as you scream. Okay, well, that was brilliant. I'm glad I have a level head about everything. It's no sense. No sense acting irrationally. Giant mosquito. What's with all the red dots? What are those? Mutated poppies. Okay, there's a bunch of mutated poppies. And when do I feel safer on the road, generally speaking? Just a little bit. I'm going to keep the safe mode on. We'll ignore the giant mosquito. I think that'll be okay. Ignore that. I see there's a swamp. Ignore that. As long as I'm aware of it, it's fine. Moving along. Okay, ignore that. Fine, I'll just turn safe mode off. It's getting annoying. Giant centipede is sending a giant wasp. The giant wasp is all annoying about it, so yada yada. Okay. What's on the bus? Is there something on the bus? Get items. A book of fairy tales. And some chocolate candies. Okay. There's some acorns down there. Giant fly, don't care. We generally don't care about each other, and I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to get to school, okay? And Comrade Garry has a very difficult trek to school. What is this? That's a bicycle horn. Honk honk and a ding-a-ling. What dares pursue me? I hate mosquitoes. I hate them in real life, and I hate them in this game. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I hate them in this game, but I don't like it. Yeah, you better run. Yeah, get lost. Just get lost. Yeah, okay. Okay, hello. Safe mode is off. Okay. Recognizing that safe mode is off, I should have turned it on. Just gonna butcher you. Hope I don't have to deal with you again. And then I will celebrate with a cigarette. To mitigate the fact that I am sad from being wet. So is this the school? That's a house near the school. Okay. People are coming out. A zombie technician. Attempts to pull your weapon away? The zombie technician unsuccessfully attempts to pull your weapon away? But he's nowhere near me! What do you mean? What? Zombie technician, still wearing its work clothes and hard hat. Likely used to work on... unsuccessfully tries to pull your weapon away. How can you do that from over there? You must die. That thing must die. What do you mean you can try to pull my weapon away when you're not next to me? I can understand when you're next to me. It's nowhere close to me. That's pretty crazy brutal. That's pretty brutal crazy. Alright, fine. I just want to kill this. I want to get rid of this zombie once and for all. It must not live. Or it must not exist. Something so foul. Neoprene arm sleeves. Children's book. SD memory card that I might as well take. Fur cap, that's okay. Hard arm guards will be excessive at this point, right? Arms. Well, the arms are getting a little cold. But I think we'll just keep things as they are. Another lighter. Might as well take it, I guess. Even though I've got a lot of that kind of stuff. Take the batteries. I will put these batteries in the carts. Thread. It's this. Hairpin. And a fedora that fits. Die, 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 die. Bad snake. The sewer snake and the sewer rat fight each other. And I pulpify them. Guess I might as well do a little bit of butchering and cooking. Chunk of meat. Chunk of meat. But if I want to cook anything, I gotta be rather careful. Vegetable sandwiches. Sweet. Sandwich. Delicious sandwich. That's perfect. Ooh, and a jug of cheap wine. Might as well take a few sips off of that. Or just bring back with me back to the surface. I feel sick to my stomach. Why is that? I didn't even eat the flesh of the animals yet. I can't fit this in the cart, right? Nope, okay. Well, we'll just have to remember the cheap wine is here. Was there something wrong? You retched, but your stomach is empty. You threw up heavily. Aw, dang it. Was there something wrong with... Was it something I ate? Probably. Okay, well, it's nighttime anyway, so this would be a good place to get some rest. The duck disappears. The tear gas hack disappears. The pregnant giant cockroach hits your right leg. Okay, that better not be real. Thrash. Or the Flesh Angel. Alright, finally getting some proper sleep through the night. Okay, I feel well rested. Let's celebrate with a round of cranberry juice. It's a bit old. There we go. I'm a bit hungry. I could cook this meat, but you know what? Actually, I don't feel like bothering to cook meat when I'll find other solutions. But I will celebrate with some morning cheap wine. What's in the kitchen? Roasted coffee beans. Roasted coffee beans sound delicious, no? But they're roasted. Alright, nothing like a fresh bird egg. What did I pick up? Ah, oh, some pale ale. I guess I'll consume the pale ale. I can't finish it. A tin of Spam. Yeah, I can eat the Spam. Now I'll just carry the pale ale with me. Okay. Off we go. My sledgehammer is still in good condition. I don't care about you, dog. You managed to get out of the car, that's different. So there's a little community near the school. Let's go to the school. Spare that. While I'm marginally interested in what's in the house, I'm most interested in the school. Okay, acidic zombie. I do not like them. Ow. 11 damage. Ouch. Yeah, I should have just shot him. I should just shoot those guys in the future. 'Cause that's too much damage. Just to save something though. I have some bandages though, right? I think I have some bandages in the cart. Okay. I do not like acidic zombie, he must die. Okay. And we're gonna consume some aspirin. 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 Pale ale. Yeah, okay. And, let's see. Yeah, we got some bandage in here. Let's apply the bandage to my torso. It's pretty messed up. Okay, cool. Everything else, all my health is pretty close to full where I'll heal up in time. Aspirin. 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 And a lot of aspirin. Maybe I should eat a bit more. Well, not yet. He's dead. Take that. Ooh, that person had a lot of cash for half a zombie. What are these? Just external tanks, okay. Of course, there's going to be a lot of food, too, like a cafeteria. But I'm guessing there will be a proper library and a lot of books. Food! Nice. Might as well. Well, if I open one of these up, I'll have to eat the whole thing. So I gotta remember that. This is just, yeah, canned chicken, just one use. Okay. Slap these in the cart. Clean water, sure. Here. More alcohol than I expect in a school. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about food and drink at the moment. Of course, there's going to be a lot of zombie children as well. No doubt. So that'll be great. For my guilt. Zombie children, and of course, fat zombie teachers. Rules of the road. Guess I might as well. Can bring your driving skill to level 3. I don't think that I have that kind of skill, so I'll slap it in the carts. How's my cart doing for weights? Nearly full. A Guy Fawkes mask. Huh. Very encumbering. Remember the 5th of November. Okay, it doesn't seem to be very good in any way, but I guess it's fun to look at. Look at me, I'm Guy Fawkes. I'm the guy. Slingshots, okay. Feeling very guilty about killing many children. Ooh boy. Okay. Once you make some noise, then the whole school wakes up. We're gonna have some fun now. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit grabbed. Okay, back up. Gotta keep our stamina up. Pull back. I'm gonna caffeine pill it. Caffeine pill. And why not a cigarette? It's just a flood of zombies. This is kind of fun. Killing and killing and killing. My guilt about killing is up to 15. I guess, does it not go above 15 anymore? Oh, maybe the guilt cap's out. I'm not sure if the guilt capped out before, but it does now. Well, that's a shame. I was hoping to have insane guilt for killing tons of children. Alright, children have a tendency to give snacks. I can't eat snacks. It's a shame. I used to be able to eat snacks, but then I ruined it for myself. Alright, come children. Well, I'm glad I found the sledgehammer. It made my life a lot easier. Just bashing children all day long. More candy. Ooh, it's a whole playground of them. Alright, recess is over. Recess is over, but the fun is just beginning. Let me tell you. Smash and smash. I'm very tired. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. I'm exhausted. I guess let's butcher some zombie children. It'll take a while though. Butcher everything. Butcher. You should quit the game immediately, you butcher. Shut up. Butcher. It freaks me out when it's rapid machine gun bashing. It freaks me out. Here, I'll bash it over there. There you go. Ooh, that was scary. Okay. Yeah, let's get our stamina back. I'm exhausted. This music is vaguely creepy. I like it. Very appropriate music. No. Where's the child spotted? Oh, there's a flag there. Pair of roller skates that fits. Must have been a very big child, or that was the teacher's. This is the teacher's pair of roller skates. School's out. I'm gonna go rollerblading. That teacher. Butcher everything. Ignore. Okay, yeah. If the zombies are stop ruining my butchery. Oh, I see it broke through the window. The zombie saw me and broke in through the window. Fine, then I'll break out. Withered plants. The flag. The American flag. A large American flag to fly even in the worstest conditions. Or the worstest. Even in the worst conditions. You can wear it, and it will warm you up. You can literally wrap yourself in the American flag, like people say you're doing that rhetorically. Like so many people do rhetorically, you can physically wrap yourself in the American flag. And it will protect you mildly from bashing and cutting. It is very cumbersome, but it will keep you warm. You can wrap yourself in the American flag rather than freeze to death. The library. That's what I was looking for. That's the ticket. Okay, so I went out into the courtyard of the school, and everyone in the classrooms is looking at me, which is a bit of an issue. But I want to have this out. I want to have the school to myself. In fact, in general, I always wanted the school to myself. I didn't want to deal with other people when I was in school. Advanced physical chemistry. Okay. Don't have the capacity to hold that right now. But, why am I holding some extra stuff? Well, nothing in the particular. I'm holding in one additional bandage. Yeah, let's use that bandage. Apply this last bandage on my right leg. There we go. Now can I have the chemistry book? Not quite. Alright, well. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, so. Just, for now, just set down your shotgun. Pick up the book. Okay, would you guys stop it? What's this? A Swiss Army knife. Which can do a lot of things poorly. So Swiss Army knife. Not the best tool for the job, but it is a tool for many jobs. It is a tool for the job. And is very compact. So. Alright, children. Today's lesson is about kinetics. Physics and kinetics. Applied physics. Applied to your skull. Lesson will begin shortly. There will be no homework. My classes... None of my classes have homework. I despise homework. So yeah, you won't be taking anything home ever. This will be a lesson that will stick with you automatically. Royal jelly! Fuck yeah! That is some awesome stuff. Royal jelly can cure all sorts of ailments and stuff. Okay, so Computer Science 101 can bring your computer skill to 3. My computer skill is 1, so that is a useful book to have. The other ones I don't care about. The Swiss Army knife has a volume of 0.1, so I will take the Swiss Army knife because it is so very easy, very easy to carry, and very convenient to use. So Advanced Chemistry is a cooking book. It brings your cooking skill to level 8. And it's very similar to my other book, actually, that I already have. So, I guess that's just a refresher book, really. But the Computer Science 101 is something I can use. I'll keep that with me. A sports jersey, yada yada. Hey there, little girl. Good night. Super glue, yada yada yada. Fire extinguisher, super glue. Other stuff. Calcium carbide. A lot of chemistry stuff. And a pocket guide to first aid, which I don't think is useful. But it's just a pocket guide, so I guess I can bring it. Pocket guide to first aid. Let's take a look. You can bring your first aid to level 2. My first aid is level 3. This is useless to me. Okay, so yeah, yada yada yada. I don't care about any of this anymore. Just want to clean this place up. Die. I'll butcher you. It's gonna take a really long time if I want to butcher all the children. Make sure they don't come back. So I'm basically gonna try to extract the books and read them at my convenience somewhere else. Alright, so I'm hungry and thirsty. I will cranberry juice myself back to a proper state of thirst. And guess I'm going to carry my cart down the hall to the library. The precious library, okay. Now, computer science in the cart. The truck is full, so we're going to need to clean that out a bit. Okay, I have a hoodie in here. And the hoodie is really nice. But it's taking up 3. Glass bottle, fruit wine, chewing gum. We need to get something out of here. Bunch of cigarette butts. This little road isn't that big. I'll pull out some of these. Oh, these tin cans weigh a lot, actually. I have a lot of empties in here, so I'm going to consume this even though I can't finish it all. Drop all these cans. Pick my hammer back up. Okay, so now this is 48. It's 2 liters down. a lot to go. Should be oh, I do have a glass pipe in here. Guess I'll hold on to that for now. And that's why I had this in here. Pull out this cardboard box and this fruit wine. Plastic bags. Okay, yeah. There's a lot more aluminum cans in there than I thought. Did I forget to pull out those last time? Okay, so cardboard box, plastic bags, get my sledgehammer back, consume a chewing gum just because I can. I definitely want to put the royal jelly in my carts. Royal jelly, that stuff's awesome. On the floor, drop in the carts. Okay, 44. That's a bit better. You can't see them through smoke, but they can't either. Survivor's note. Good to know, I suppose. Okay, so I need some food. I'll eat a tuna fish. Tuna fish! Computer science, right. That didn't get in the cards. Computer Science 101. Into the cart basket. Okay, so we have 5 liters to go. Under the hood. Mechanical Mastery. Topics like grinding off rust and cursive ease. Okay. Might as well consume this now that I got a pipe. Good stuff. Alright. Guess I'll drop this defender at the for the moment, just so I can pick up a few extra things. Mechanical Mastery. Can bring your mechanics to level 6. I don't think I have a book like that, so I'll put that in here. 101 wrestling moves. History of firefighting. Shotguns. The art and the science. Can bring your fabrication skill to level 9. Shotguns can bring your shotgun skill to level 3. My shotgun skill is currently level 1. Both of these are books of value. Yes, I'm glad I came here. Alright, well, we're running out of volume again. I could just set up shop in this place. Building for beginners. Construction skill to level 3. Guess this is a valid book for me to get as well. Cooking on a budget. I think I'm beyond this one, right? Can bring your cooking skill to level 3. Okay. That one's useless. Business, how to trap anything. Computer Science 301. Okay. Can bring your computers from 3 to 5. Again, this is a useful book to me, right? Pretty sure it is. Yes, so I will take it. Book of Essays, The Modern Trapper, Big Book of First Aid, and some other junk. Modern Trapper. Did I have a Modern Trapper? I know I've seen him before. In a previous game. Can bring your trapping skill to 3. I'm not sure what trapping books I have, so I guess I'll hold on to it for now. Complete Guide to Pitching. Principles of Advanced Programming. Alright, once again, we have in here how to trap anything, which can bring your trapping skill straight to 4. So, the Modern Trapper is a bit easier of a read, but not necessary. Now these two are. But I don't have space, so now I'm gonna have to get some space. I guess... Do I want to sacrifice my hoodie? No, I don't. Do I want to get rid of other stuff? Yes, I do. Let's get the Belgian ale out here. I don't need a glow stick. Let's get the cans of beer out here. What else? Probably gonna need to get rid of that other stuff too eventually. Hardtack, yada yada yada. Glass bottle of Riesling, sure. Open tin can. Drink the beer, sure. And then I guess that's giving me a little bit more space in the truck. Not a lot. But enough for the computer science. Alright, so I'm going to drop this for a second just so I can pick this up. I'm going to drop this for a second just so I can pick my other gun up. Or put my other thing up. There we go. Pick my guns back up later. Okay, give me that. Give me that. I don't feel comfortable without my guns. Got my shotgun over there. Okay, I'm taking forever to do this, I realize, but principles of advanced programming can't hold that. I'll drop the sledgehammer for now. Actually, I was wielding that, so I could just drop my guns again. Advanced programming. Shove that into the cards. Oh, it can't fit? That book is big. That book is big. 1.7. Oh, that's great. Alright, so I don't need all these books necessarily. Maybe I should take less books. But what is taking most of my... We got 8 plastic bottles? What am I doing with 8 plastic bottles in here? Do I keep forgetting to drop those? Drop the sledge. Put those 8 plastic bottles out there, jeez. Drop, 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 drop. Drop. Plastic bottles for drop. I thought I had dropped those earlier. Sledgehammer, wield. Get items on the ground. Some programming. Throw that in the carts. Okay. Yeah, I might have accidentally put some empty bottles in my cart earlier. Okay, anyways, big book of first aid, survivor's notes, Spetsnaz knife techniques. Tempted to take it, but I'm not looking for Spetsnaz knife techniques at the moment. I'll come back for that later. Or either of these. What I'm looking for is a cooking book. Sew what clothing? Again, that would be really cool. Sewing, so I could actually sew some really, really cool clothes. Or an army bayonet manual. Just gonna focus. Focus on cooking. Focus on the cooking book. Where's my cookbook? Sew what clothing? Gun Owner's Handbook. I think I looked at that one before, yep. SICP. Structure, Interpretation of Computer Programs. Written in examples in Lisp, but applicable to any language. Studies in historic armor smithing. Biodiesel. Biodiesel. Wonder what kind of book this is. Biodiesel. Mechanics to level 6. Requires mechanics level 3. Well, I suppose I could read this if I felt like it. Now what the hey? Biodiesel. The renewable fuel source. Okay, well my cooking has atrophied in the meantime, but I guess maybe I might set up shop here for a while. Chewing gum, chewing gum, chewing gum. Alright, I like the beer and Belgian ale. I like the chewing gum. I like the marijuana. A lot, apparently. Joint is different from marijuana? Not necessarily, but apparently, is according to this game, it is. And then I will activate my game watch and find a kitten while I'm doing all these other things. No, 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 no. A haircut and a real job. Just an object. Thingy. You know, thingy. Not kitten. Wisecracking crow. Forgotten switchboard, Kama Sutra, proverbial wet blanket, Revolutionary Era Minuteman's uniform, digital clock, perpetual immobility machine, and the kitten. Congratulations. Way to go, robots. Get hungry, do a cranberry juice, and I don't know, like let's say clam chowder. Okay, very good. Once again, biodiesel, the renewable fuel source. You lie down to go to sleep, but you can't. Well, I don't want to sleep. Stop trying to sleep. Hey there, little girl. Yes, I see the little girl. Can I wield my sledgehammer? Oh, there it is. Sledgehammer. Wield sledgehammer. Dead little girl. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to kill zombies before we can continue reading. I'm guessing that a lot of the zombies are gonna be getting back up very soon. Yes, stop butchering, for God's sakes. They're all getting back up. They're all getting back up now. The entire horde is getting back up. I'm about to fight the entire school again. Well, there's no sense in fighting the entire school out in the rain. Come on in, everyone. I guess the first lesson didn't take, did it? Well, now this is the remedial course for our slower students who don't learn as easily the first time. Pay attention. Alright, you have all graduated. Stop getting back up. It's very annoying. Okay, now it's nighttime in the school. A backpack. Makes sense if you find one of those in here. Yep, lots of children. Of course. Ow. Just stop it. Yes, I would like to stop. Oh, I can cut up everything. Whoops. Didn't mean to cut up some of those things. I have butchered a lot of children, and I am proud of that. Tough guy, are you? I knew I should have butchered as much as I could earlier, but I decided not to. Please stop getting back up. I don't know where those ones are, but it doesn't matter. As long as I get as many as I can. Can I butcher in peace already? Guess not. I meant to say... There we go. Alright, butcher, butcher, butcher. A whistle. I don't need a whistle, but it's interesting nonetheless. Pair of combat boots. Okay, well, it's getting kind of hard to see my opponents unless I turn on my lights. What are you doing out there, decayed dude? Alright, come on in. Alright, now please stop being difficult. Just want to butcher everyone so I don't have to deal with you anymore. So many people. 38 special bolts. So many people to butcher. It's a lot of work. Cleaning out a whole school. Okay, this is using up a lot of torch fuel. Okay, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. I am very hungry, very thirsty, and very tired. Alright, so... Cranberry. 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 Clam chowder. Chicken... No, okay. Well, then I'll just be a bit hungry. Or let's cracker it up. Cracker. 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 Wheat. 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 Just gonna rearrange the bookshelves into a handy little fort here. That way the zombies can't attack me as easily in the night. Of course, the books are getting in the way. There's stuff in the way. Oh yeah, the books are in the way. Okay, well, anyways. There we go. Nice little forts. That works. Okay then. Clearly glad I made a fort. How dare you try to attack me in the face? Please don't. Don't make me butcher you. Okay. You fall asleep. Hooray, it's daylight again. Your stomach gurgles. Probably nothing, but you should look into eating something healthy. Okay, I got some multivitamins in the cart. Right? Multivitamin C! Okay. And then some more cranberry. Cranberry? No. Chicken noodle. Where's the rest of the chicken noodle? Is it on my person? I'm a little bit confused about that one. Anyways, I'll use this. Is that the chicken noodle on the floor? Why is the chicken noodle on the floor? I didn't mean to put the chicken noodle on the floor. That's not good. I'm hungry again. You wouldn't put the chicken noodle on the floor. That wouldn't make much sense. I apparently did something wrong. Okay, well, I'm hungry. I messed up the chicken noodle. Character's feeling pretty good though, so just read more about shotguns, I guess. I see you now. Die, child. Yes. Die, child. There we go. Yes, come on over here. Die, zombie child. Butcher. Okay, are we done now? Thank you. Tired of this. Shotguns, the arts and the science. Riesling. Okay. Shotguns, the arts and the science. My skill in rifles has been reduced to 0. Well, that's a shame, but I got my shotgun skill up, so. Even though the skill rust is affecting me, and I'm kind of juggling things around, it's working out in the long run. Okay, so yeah, I got a bunch of books. Guess I don't need the shotgun books as much anymore, or book as much anymore. I could use it as a refresher later on. But don't have a lot of cart space, so guess I'll leave it here for now. Oh, I'm very hungry again. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a shame about that chicken noodle. I guess I just opened it in a way that it decided to spill instead. You can't pick up chicken noodle. Can I eat it off the floor? No. Well, dang it. Why'd you have to go and do that? That's just a shame. Okay, cracker. Cracker. Oatmeal. Wheat cereal. Wheat cereal. Wheat cereal. Oatmeal. Oatmeal. I didn't like oatmeal much. Still hungry, huh? Hardtack. Hardtack. Okay, there we go. Okay, so sewing techniques for designers. That's tailoring to level 3. need a 6, I mean, I think I've got one of those. So what clothing I can get, or I can probably use. So what? Clothing! That's more like, that's probably the way you're supposed to pronounce it, really. Right, I'm carrying the Riesling, so it's like, why can't I carry this? Set that down for now. I guess I don't need this glass pipe anymore. Well, except for the glass pipe will be useful later, excuse me, so. Glass pipe here. Got a glass bottle. Reason for that. I guess I can continue holding the Riesling then. Okay, so what? Clothing! You can bring your tailoring skill to level 3. So I might as well make myself happy again. Riesling. 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 And, what is my tailoring? 0. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. You increase your tailoring to level 1. Zombie child spotted. So where is she? Fine, I'll just read back here. Tailoring skill to level 2. Cranberry. Cranberry. Find them. Yay. And, yeah, that fills me up. Okay. Riesling. Gum, gum, gum. Riesling. Never mind. And a cigarette. So what? Clothing! I hear some glass breaking to the south, and now it's too dark to read again. Okay. I see you. Die. And I will butcher your dead body. Okay, well it's too dark to read there, but I can still read here. So I'll just read a little bit until I can no longer see here. Okay, now it's too dark to read again. I could sleep, or I could just smoke a cigarette and then read via cigarette light. Ah, okay, so reading via cigarette light doesn't work anymore. I mean, it works until the cigarette goes out. That's not very long. Okay, so I could read by the light of my cigarette, or my survivor lights, or I could just rest. Of course, let's rest in our safety corner. Yes, you can. You can rest. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Well, I just heard a monster noise. Being awake seems a bit harder to reach today. Huh, that's a weird malnutrition sort of message, so... Multivitamin C! I guess. I have not been eating the most vitamin-rich items. Riesling. Hi. Sure, I don't know where this crawling zombie is, though. Crawling zombie? Oh, up there, okay. Fine, I'll get rid of the crawling zombie. You're very slow, but I guess you'll get to me eventually. Hey, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Oh. I need to get rid of you, that's for sure. Okay, anyways. Hungry and very thirsty. And all that juice finally went rotten. Oh no, my cranberries, no. We'll drop, and drop it all. Okay. My sledgehammer back. Wield that. Okay. Well, that creates a little bit more space in the old carts there. Now, I enjoyed Riesling twice, but not a third time. Yep. Okay, 45. Smoke cigarettes. And now cracker. 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 Oatmeal. 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 In fact, since oatmeal is something I dislike, I should eat it like crazy. I'll just eat oatmeal till I'm happy. Oatmeal. 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 Takes a while, oatmeal. I can just hit 6. Oatmeal. Oatmeal. There we go. And now I'm very, very thirsty, so... sports drink. And clean water. There we go. Alright, much better. So what? Clothing! Intel. It's difficult for you to see the fine details here. Okay, well then, can I stop? I would like to see the fine details. There we go. Tailoring level 3. Okay, so now we can set that aside in favor of more advanced sewing books. At least until my skill drops back down again. Okay, so... what was that? The Gun Owner's Handbook. Poetry. The Bowyer's Buddy brings fabrication skill to level 5 from level 3. I'm not really much of a fabrication person right now, am I? Fabrication. Actually, I do. I have it at level 5. Okay, so I don't need that. I forgot, I've got really high fabrication skill. I've got a lot of skills now. Despite the fact that I am losing them through skill rust. Anyways, I want to focus on cooking right now because of the what I've discovered recently. But let's see, what's this book like? Your skin feels extremely itchy. Can bring your computer skill to level 8 if it's level 5. Okay, well, this one can go into the cart. It's a high-end one. Okay, so we've got computer skill 8, and then, oh wait, principles of advanced programming. Too big to pick up. Alright, fine. Drop, drop. Drop the Riesling. Alright. So, computer skill, or computer to 6 if you have it at 3. Put that back in the cart. Grab this all again. Okay, so from the top, we've got a book that does computers to 5 from 3, or my computers are just 1, right? So I will need all these books. But I've got a book that brings it from brings it up to 3, then from 3 to 5, and then from 5 to 8, and from 3 to 6. So I don't really need the advanced programming. It's just what is it? Advanced programming. Just easier to read. But it makes my morale worse. You know what advanced programming? You're just gonna sit right here. Principles of advanced programming. I actually don't need you. Turns out. Okay, so history of firefighting. Get my fabrication up even higher. Mechanics, which I can also use, right? Yep. Okay, and the trapping. Okay, so yeah, I could use all the books I have in there. Took me a while to sort through all that. And then studies in historic armor smithing. Probably another fabrication to 10 from 5 to 10. And once again, my fabrication is 5, so I'll take it, but I'll keep the other fabrication book because they're both recipes. Yeah, I suppose so. And because I just have the space for that. Okay. Now, the Army Bayonet Manual. How about that? What's that contain? Piercing weapons to 3. My piercing weapons are 2. Okay. Let's have a little look-see. You learned a little bit about piercing weapons and got them back up to 3. Congratulations. I am both hungry and thirsty. Let us take care of this. For the V8s. I'm so thirsty. Lemonade. That's better. I don't necessarily need swimming skill now. Got better marksmanship than that. Summer clothing. Road novel. Under the hood. So 5 novel. Wasn't there some sort of better clothing designer book? I think there was, right? The Modern Tanner. Ancient Art of Leather Tanning. Is that like another fabrication skill? Can bring your cooking to level 4 from level 3. Yeah, my cooking's really high, but that's interesting, I must say. Books. So I sorted through all these books, right? What was that? Sewing for techniques for designers. That's right. Tailoring from 3 to 6. I mean, yeah, I guess I could go do that too. I think we got one of these books back at home though, right? Alright, fine. You know what? I'll set these down for now. And let's see. So close quarters fighting manual can bring your melee to 3. Okay, don't need that. The advanced emergency care guide can bring your first aid to 8. Oops. And a lot of other things, apparently. My first aid is pretty freaking low, isn't it? No, it's 3. From 5 to 3. Okay. Then Guide to Advanced Emergency Care can stick with us. Sewing techniques for designers, that's right. Let's go ahead and read sewing techniques for designers. How about that? Riesling, Riesling, Riesling. Chewing gum, chewing gum, chewing gum. Cigarettes. And sewing techniques for designers. My skin feels itchy, but I'm learning about tailoring. Everything around you is starting to breathe. C4 hack spotted. Yeah, let's stop reading because of that. Where are you? C4 hack? It disappears. Of course it does. Okay, Riesling, Riesling, chewing gum, chewing gum, chewing gum, cigarette. Chicken walker approaching. Stop reading? No. Okay, fine. Ow. It's a chicken walker. Northrop ATSV, a massively heavily armored robot walking on a pair of reverse joint legs, armed with 40mm anti-vehicle grenade launcher and 5.56 anti-personnel gun and the ability to just kill everything it sees. It's got chicken legs. Alright, the chicken walker has been destroyed. You see a cow approaching. Really? I don't. A breather. Don't know what that is. Ignore further distractions. A creepy crawler. Okay, there could be a feral hunter. That's possible. Not one that I don't see. Like that. Oh, I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling about this. About what? Stop having bad feelings. Okay, that came in from the window. That could be legitimate, but it's not. A what? A zombie snapper. Oh. Yeah. One of those things. Okay. Ignore. No. Sewerana. I'm guessing that's a sewer piranha. Okay, let's do some V8. No? Okay. Let's do the wheat cereal. 2, 3. And then the lemonade. That'll take care of it. Okay. Very good. Can I talk to the Riesling somewhere around here? Or did I drink all that? I think I drank all my Riesling, didn't I? Yeah, glass bottle. No more Riesling for me. Okay, cigarette. Sewing techniques for designers. And now it is too dark. I'm gonna fleck on my torch and read just a bit more. Okay, now my character's tired. Now it's time to get some sleep. Push that out. So I'm safe. Yes, you can do it. You can sleep. I believe in you, Comrade Garry. There we go. Get my focus back. My shotgun skill has been reduced to 2. Oh no. I'm sure we can change that again. Okay, yeah, let's pull out good items. Let's pull this fruit wine out of here and start drinking on that. Fruit wine. Fruit wine. Fruit wine. Chewing gum. Chewing gum. Chewing gum. Okay. B8. B8. I can't consume all that then. Lemonade. Lemonade. My skill in piercing weapons have been reduced. Huh, well maybe I shouldn't have drunk that lemonade. No, that's not what lemonade does, it's just something else. Get a pemmican. Oh, okay. Okay, so more sewing techniques for designers. Something feels very wrong. But at least I'm not having one of those bad feelings that makes me all unhappy. And a cigarette. Fractal patterns start dancing across your vision. Stop it, weird visions. Oh, that might be a... Ow, that's a real zombie child. Dang it. It's like, that's gotta be a vision. And it's a zombie child that just bit me 3 times. I just let a zombie child bite me 3 times because I thought it was a... That's the real problem. I thought I thought you were a hallucination. And only until you were halfway through my arm did I realize you weren't. Jesus. Jesus, kid. Next time, remind me. Tell me that you're real next time. By the way. Could you say, by the way, I'm a real thing? God dang it. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my game watch and have the robot find a kitten, because that is a quick way to make my character happy. Did I find it right away? I did! A Sproglodite and a Razor Claw. Sure. A crouching child's mutant face is dominated by a pair of huge black eyes, and its fingertips are sharp claws. Sproglodite. You know. No. I was attacked by a cow, the domestic cow. It's quite muscular. The male is kind of a violent streak. But not the normal cows. Your mother! Mama, no! My mother disappeared! No! The Rat King! A towering swarm of human or mutated rats. Their tails are knotted together in a filthy mass. A fetid stench flows from its filthy presence. Well, there was a Rat King in, what was it? A Terry Pratchett novel that was the same thing. A bunch of rats with their tails tied together. And they, like, had a hive mind kind of thing going on for them. And a moose. Okay. The your mother thing was kind of funny. Fine. I have to stop on things that could potentially be real. Getting close. Tailoring level 6. Alright. You can no longer learn from sewing techniques from designers, or for designers. But I'll put it in the cart anyways for now. Just because I might need a refresher course later. A lemon. Pemmican. Pemmican. Clean water. Or lemonade. Okay. Can't quite carry that right now. Unless I put away the fruit wine. Got my shotgun back. Okay, so as far as better cookbooks, there's no better cookbooks in here. Spetsnaz knife techniques. That actually, the Spetsnaz knife techniques is very little volume, so I might as well. Spy novel. Ham radio illustrated. Necco wafers. Well, that's disappointing, because I really, really want to make First Responder Handbook. I can't remember what that contained. Well, I'm not as concerned about first aid. Yeah, so I've searched all these. Oops, I smashed it. Didn't mean to smash it. Cooking on a budget. Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for. It's either that or I just keep reading that book, that cooking book like crazy until I get the information I want from it. But I'm not sure if that'll be the case. I really don't know. What I do know is I've cleared the place out pretty well. More books, footballs and stuff. Chocolate bar. I'm appalled. A leather backpack. Encumbrance 11. Good storage for little encumbrance. 11 encumbrance for 10. I don't think that's very good comparison to 5 encumbrance for 6. But not bad protection, I would say, for a backpack. Football helmet. Well, let's explore the rest of the school. Let's see what we find. This is a computer bank. Bunch of school rooms. This child corpse. It's like this is a supply room, as it were. A classroom I did not clear. I will remedy this very right now. Okay. Butcher everything. Right, come on over. Butcher everything. Come on over. Join the pile. Ready? Butcher everything. I said butcher everything. Are we done? I'd like to finish butchering, please, if you can stop coming in piecemeal like that. Thank you very much. There we go. Oh, that was a big lecture hall. That was like the assembly hall. And of course, a couple more children outside. Now wait. I like the occasional ambient bird noises outside. Alright, well we basically just cleared out an entire school. That's pretty intense. And I didn't quite have the outcome I was looking for. I see we've had evac shelters marked on our map. I wonder where we get over here, at the end of that road. I am curious. 11A. Let's continue. Safe mode on. Did I bring my shotgun with me? I brought my shotgun. Okay. Yep, didn't forget anything. On with my life. Well, that don't say safe mode on. Just mark that target. Okay, now we can turn safe mode on. I have dealt with a lot of children recently. Yeah, this sledgehammer is a bit more durable than my homemade home wreckers. I guess that makes sense. Looks like we're running out of daylight. Fair enough. Some sort of statue. A solar electric car with solar power. Lacks wheels. Okay. Is this some sort of library? A bookstore. Nice. Nice. 3 through the lens. How to succeed in business, do yourself compendium. I love the books we've gotten before. I'm able to identify a lot of the books now. Just a bunch of paper, thriller, drama. I need an awesome cookbook. Lessons for the novice bow hunter. Yeah. Okay, Crafty Crafter's Quarterly. Let's see what it contains. Oh, hey guys. Welcome to my bookstore. The bookstore is closed right now, so get out. You're gonna have to go somewhere else for your books. Okay, now I'm curious. Crafty Crafter's Quarterly can bring your fabrication to what? Okay, yeah, it's one of those how-to books. Or one of the starter how-to books, so. A comic book. Makes you happy and only takes 7 minutes to read. And it doesn't weigh much. I'll take the comic book for those times when I'm bored. Novel, small spring. There we go. Instant fortification for the nights. Since it's getting kind of late, I'm just gonna sleep in here. It's day 3 of autumn, so it's getting a bit colder. I might want to. I might want to get my hoodie on and some other warmer outfits. Alright, I finally fall asleep. Okay, anyways, I feel like this has been a pretty good session in this game, in this new version of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I like the new sound pack. I think I'm going to stick with it over the chest hole sound pack, but tell me what you think. Anyways, thanks very much. I'll see you next time in the next game. Stay safe out there, survivors.